In Hedgy's Guide to Calm, I have quite a bit of information on how I would recommend that you teach Superpower Breathe to your students. So again, I'm going to say just take your time. It is something that, again, we all breathe, but to breathe mindfully or breathe effectively, it may take some practice. I learned actually how to use this superpower when I was very young because I was a runner and I'd always get cramps, and then it was recommended to me to breathe properly. And so I was taught how to do it, and it actually helped me in the beginning be able to get rid of the cramps, and then eventually I was able to prevent the cramps. So this is something that I've used actually my whole life, and then it keeps on revisiting me throughout my life when I've also been a musician and a singer, and on top of it, now teaching this skill to you so your students can calm themselves down, and I use this all the time to help calm myself down. So you'll see in here that again, think and breathe. So you're learning how to breathe mindfully. And again, I go over how to breathe in through your nose. Again, just below your ribs goes out, and then hold, and then breathe slowly out of your mouth, and just below your ribs goes in. And then again, this is something, breathing while thinking is the key to calming yourself down. And I like this visual because it's, like when you're breathing in, remember that you're breathing in slowly like you're smelling a flower. And when you're breathing out, it's like you're slowly blowing out candles on a birthday cake. And again is discussing just below your ribs, encouraging the students to put their hands just below their ribs so they can actually feel just below the ribs going out when they slowly breathe in, and just below the ribs going in when they slowly breathe out. Now, the other thing that I've done with students that they really enjoy is I have them lay down. So I find that they have a space in the room where they can lay down by themselves, and they put their hands just below the ribs, and then I have them watch just below the ribs go up or out when they breathe slowly in, and then go in when they slowly breathe out. And then sometimes I just keep this as a really calm time. We breathe for a minute together, and then I put on some music and do a very calming activity, and they just love having that time to themselves. And then also a great way to see the visual of what's happening in their body when they breathe in and out effectively. And then also here, I say the example of the balloon. I would get a balloon, and so they can actually see what's going on in their body. So when the air is going in, it's like a balloon. Your body is filling up with air, and then like a balloon, when you deflate it and you deflate your body, the balloon and your body both deflate. I was recommended this app, My Calm Beat, a few years ago, and I loved that it gave me a visual to purposefully and mindfully slow down my breathing. So I would slowly be able to breathe in with it and slowly be able to breathe out with it. And this may be something great to share with your students so they can actually see what is going on with their body, and it will help them to breathe mindfully and to slow down their breathing in order to calm themselves down. And I also love the fact that it counts down the minute. So with practice, they will understand what actually a minute feels like, and it will become easier to breathe mindfully and effectively. And this is how I would teach Superpower 5 Breathe in the classroom.